Story time, let's get ready with Fergie and friends. Story time, let's get ready with Fergie and friends. With Fergie and friends. With Fergie and friends.
So today, girls and boys, guess what I decided to do? I decided to get the wonderful David William press.
Hello, I'm Dave. I'm going to draw some pictures.
Could you draw a big barn for me, please?
Take a big piece of paper, and it has a big roof, you see.
Yes.
Because it's a big barn. And it has a sign on it which says the old barn. Does it have anybody or any animals?
It has the big farm cat.
The big farm cat.
Yes, he's a very, very big farm cat. He has a very long, furry tail.
He does indeed.
What's the cat's name, Dave?
I would say his cat's name is Rufus or Thomas or some such name.
Do you think? I think Rufus and Roo for short, don't you?
Rufus short is good. I like
Yes,
Roo.
yes. In the barn is a bit of timber.
Timber.
Yes, and it has some holes. There is many friends of mine who are the mice family that live in those holes.
Ah, the little mices. Yes.
And on top of that, in a distant, dark little part of the barn,
Yes.
is the wise old brown owl that lives in the barn. I'm worried very much about the mouse because he seems to be rather a large mouse, but he wasn't that large this morning. Do you think he's eaten too much of the wheat which was sitting in the sack on the right-hand side in the barn? And that waistcoat was fine in the morning when he put it on, when his mummy sent him out to school.
But now it's bursting at the seams.
It is. And what is he going to do? He's got to explain to his mummy how he lost the buttons. Well, he lost the buttons because he ate too much wheat. And then, on the way home from school, he stumbled upon a little tiny bit of cheese.
And he ate that as well?
He did.
I thought
Yes,
he did.
yes. He's got the old brown owl. He'd better go and ask the wise old barn owl, who is brown, that sits up there, what to do, because our friend Roo, short for Rufus,
Of course.
not only has he got his talons, but, David William, he also has a napkin round his neck.
Oh my goodness me. I think he's hungry. I think he's going to eat the mouse.
I think so.
I think the mouse needs some emergency information.
Good idea. He says to the big barn owl, please, would you tell me what on earth to do? Because I cannot get to my home, because I cannot fit in the holes, because my tummy is too big, because of the blueberry and the cheese and the wheat from the sack. And I don't know what to do. Please, Mr. Brown Owl, help me.
Being a wise owl, he'd say, well, you're going to have to do the following, and do it. Go to the dairy and get some cream, a big jar of cream.
So the mouse just then walked to the dairy. But Roo, meanwhile, had started to maneuver and started like a prowling tiger. He was heading towards the mouse. Yes. And so Marky the mouse picks up the milk. He goes straight up to Roo, and he says to the cat, Roo, I'm going to call you Rufus because that's more polite. Mr. Rufus, I bought you some cream. Cream? I don't want cream. I want to eat you. No, don't eat me. No, try the cream, you'll really like it. Rufus then takes with his big paw just a of cream. Heavens! A big smiley Rufus. That's his favourite cream, and he has not had cream like that for many a month. Rufus looks at Marky the mouse and says, why, I am now so full. I do not need to eat you now. And so then Marky goes up to the owl and says, Mr. Owl, may I say one more thing to you? May I thank you, please, for such wise words, because my mummy will be so pleased that I'm able to go home for tea. And his new friend is the big, fluffy cat that sits on the side of the barn.
Of course.
With his long, fluffy tail. Girls and boys out there, I want to say, you know what? You two can do this. You just have to dare to go into your imagination, and you never know. Someone you might think doesn't like you at school, or I don't know, you could go up and maybe you could make friends, and maybe you could find a new friend, just like Rufus and Marky did too. Thanks for watching.
With Fergie and friends, with Fergie and friends.